So now we are going to start with the conditionals, that is the if, else, and elif statements. So conditionals allow your program to make decision based on whether a condition is true or false, okay? And have you ever wondered how computers make decisions? Just like we decide whether to go out based on the weather, Python also makes decision using conditionals. So let's take a closer look at the if statement. The if statement is Python's way of checking conditions. Okay, if the condition is true, Python runs the code inside the if block. Otherwise, it does nothing. So that is important to note. So let's take a closer look at the syntax of the if statement. So you type in if and then you write your condition, then you have a colon, then you go inside and type in the code. Okay, and this code is going to run if the condition is true. Okay, however, if the condition is not true, it does nothing. Okay, all right, so let's go to the other side and take a closer look at it. So now what I want to do is I want to ask a person or a user to go ahead and input their age. Okay, so I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to say age here is equal to, let me change that, age is equal to, and I'm going to say input bracket open bracket close. I'm going to ask a user, hey, you know what, go ahead and enter your age. Okay, so I'm going to say, for instance, enter your age. Okay, and I'm going to leave some space there. Now, in fact, instead of leaving some space, let me just bring it back. Okay, and now I'm going to go down. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the if statement, and what I want to do is I'm going to check if the user's age is 18 or more. Okay, so I'm going to type the if statement, that is the if keyword, all should be in lowercase, and now I'm going to type in the age variable. Now it's time to do the comparison. Like I said, I want to check if the age is 18 or more. So I can say if age is greater or equal to 18. And let's not forget about our colon. So it is super important. Without this colon, we are going to have an error. So now we have to go inside the if block. This code has to be written inside the if block. Okay. All right. So it's important to note the next line of code, okay, to be written, okay, inside the if block. So now it has to be inside. Okay, that is what is called indentation. If it is not inside, we are going to have an error. But let me just go ahead and type print, let's say, inside of strings, and say you are an adult. Okay, so now I'm going to load this, and you can see we have an error. We have an indentation error. Okay, the reason why we have an indentation error is any code that comes after the if statement must go inside of it. Okay, so this is why this must go inside. Okay, so the thing that is advised is just to go 4 spaces. All right, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so now you can see it's all okay. So once I load this now, this is gonna ask me to enter my age. If I say 18, okay, enter, I have another error. What error do I have? A type error. Now the reason why I have a type error is I cannot do comparisons, okay, between strings and numbers, okay, that is integers. So I need to convert this to an integer. Okay, so bracket open here and bracket close. So now we are done with our errors. So enter your age. I'm gonna say, let's say 20. I'm gonna enter, and you can see you are an adult. So if the condition is correct, okay, or let's say if the condition is true, that is the right statement to say. If the condition is true, the if, okay, condition, if it is true, the code inside the if block always runs. Okay, so now let me do it again. So now I'm gonna put, let's say 20. So this age here is 20. So is 20 greater or equal to 18? This is true. Okay, that being the case, the code inside the if block is going to run. Okay, so let me press enter here, and you can see you are an adult. But now let me put 17 here. For instance, enter your age 17. So is this true? Is the if condition true? Now it is false. Therefore, the code inside the if block is not going to run. Okay, so you can see the code did not run. So there is nothing like you are an adult. So this is important to note. Okay, also the colons, if you forget them, we are gonna have an error. You can see. Okay, so syntax error, so it's expecting a colon, so you have to put it back. Also greater or equal to, there should be no space between them. Let's take a closer look at it. You can see, okay, invalid syntax, so there should be no space, okay, in between them. So this is important to note. So now let me put in my 20. Okay, once I press enter, you are an adult, because now the condition is true. Therefore the code inside the if block runs. So this is super important to note. So now let me come down here, and again I'm gonna say, let's say language. I'm gonna create another variable called language. Now I'm gonna ask a user to input their favorite programming language. Okay, so I'm gonna say input here, bracket open, bracket close. Okay, inside of strings, and I'm gonna say, what is your, let's say, favorite programming language? Okay, programming language. So this is important. What is your favorite programming language? And I'm going to put a full stop there. That is a question mark rather. So then I'm going to hit the space button just to leave a space between the question mark and the string here. Okay, so now I'm going to come down here now. So now still I'm going to use the if statement. I'm going to say, let's say if language, okay, if language, that is this language here that the user input. Okay, the user is going to input a language. Okay, so now what I want to do is, whatever the user input here, I want to convert it to lowercase. This ensures that the comparison is case sensitive. So I'm going to put a dot here. So now I'm going to convert it to lowercase, and I'm going to say if this is equal to, if a user types Python. Okay, so if the user type Python, do not forget our colon. Remember, we have to go inside the if block, else we are going to have an indentation error. So I'm going to print here, bracket open, bracket close. Okay, strings, and I'm going to say great choice. Okay, let's say great choice. Okay, so let's go ahead, unload this now. So this is going to ask me, what is your favorite programming language? I'm going to type Python. So since this is correct, so the code inside the if block is going to run. That is great choice will be output, and you can see great choice. So now I'm going to do it again. Now I'm going to type Java, and now the code inside the if block is not going to run. The reason is because the if block now is false. Okay, so once I press enter here now, you can see the code inside the if block did not run. So this is super duper important to note. Also this equal to sign. Okay, remember there should be no space there, and you can see we have an error. So this is important to note. Do not forget the colon there. Okay, so this is super important to note. So let me load this thing again, and even if I put this in caps all Python, because remember we've converted it here to all lower cases, okay, by using the lower method. So now I'm going to press enter, and you can see great choice. All right, so now we are going to take a closer look at the if else conditionals, okay, aka the if else statement. So the else statement only work if the if statement is false. So let's take a closer look at the syntax. Okay, all right, this is important to note. So now we have if, and then you type in your condition, you have a colon, and now you go inside the code block, okay, of the if condition, and then you type in the code, and this code is only going to run if the condition is true. That is, if the if condition is true. Then you come here, you type in else colon, then you go inside the else block and type in the code, okay, and this code only runs if the if condition is false. So if the if condition is false, then the code inside the else block is going to run. Okay, so let's go to the other side and check it out. So now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the if else statements. Okay, so now let me just go ahead and let's copy this code here, and let me come down here and paste it. Okay, all right, so now here I am going to type else, okay, with a colon, and now I am going to go inside the else. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to print bracket open bracket close, and I'm going to say you are a minor. Okay, you are a minor. So the code inside the else block only runs if the if condition is false. All right, so now let me load this here, and now I am going to say 17. Okay, so is 17 greater or equal to 18? This is false. Okay, so therefore this condition here will become false, and now the code inside the else block now will run. Okay, press enter and you can see you are a minor. Okay, so now I'm also going to bring this one here. Now I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna paste it here, and now I'm going to add an else here, colon. Now I'm going to go inside the else block and I'm gonna print, let's say, bad choice. Okay, bad choice. Okay, so now if I run this now, what's your favorite programming language? And I'm gonna say Java. Okay, so you can see this condition now, it's going to become false, therefore bad choice. Okay, that is the else block here. Now the code inside the else block will run. Okay, I press enter and you can see bad choice. So this is super important to note. All right, so now we are going to write a program that is going to check if a number is either even or odd. Okay, all right, so now let me just define number here is equal to, and I'm gonna say input bracket open bracket close, and I'm gonna say, hey, you know what, please enter a number. Okay, so enter a number. Okay, so I'm gonna say enter a number, and I'm gonna leave a space there. I just want there to be a space manually. So now I'm gonna come here, and now I'm going to write the condition. So I'm gonna say if num, and I'm going to use the modulo operator. And I hope you still remember the modulo operator which we did earlier. So I'm gonna say num, okay, and then we do the modulo operator. Okay, so this means like number divided by 2. So if you use the modulo operator, it always gives you the remainder. Okay, so what we know as even numbers, these are numbers that are divisible by 2, and it does not give you any remainder, so that will be 0 then. Okay, so this should be number instead of num. Okay, you can see the variable name here. So now I'm just going to go inside of here, and now I'm gonna print bracket open bracket close f strings. Okay, and I'm gonna put in the curly braces because I want to access the variable. So I'm gonna say number is even. Okay, so now let's go to the else block now. So I'm gonna say else. Okay, if this is not, if it is not an even number, then it's going to be an odd number. So print bracket open bracket close. I'm going to use the f string there. I want to capture the variable, so I'm just going to enter number. Now I'm gonna say is odd. Okay, is odd. Okay, so let's load this. We get our error anyway, so I'm gonna enter 20, press. Okay, so we have an error anyway. So now I'm gonna come here. Where is the error? So I need to, it's telling me I have an error if number divided by 2 is equal to 0. It's telling me that not all argument converted during string formatting. Yes, the reason is I need to come here and convert this to an integer. So bracket open and bracket close. So now let's do it all over again. So now I'm going to enter 20 and I'm gonna press enter, and 20 is even. Because if you take a 20 and divide it by 2, you have 10. And what is going to be your remainder? Is gonna be 0. Okay, that means you have no remainder. So I'm gonna load this again, and I'm gonna put 3 and I'm gonna enter it. 3 is an odd number because if you divide 3 by 2, you are going to have a remainder of 1. Okay, so even numbers are numbers that are divisible by 2, and odd numbers are numbers that are not divisible by 2. So let's keep coding, let's keep improving our coding muscles, and see you on the other side.